All right, got the Norco Revolver out on Zen. First time down Jacker on this bike, and we're doing it in the dark. So we'll see how that goes. Wow, that was pretty smooth. This bike continues to surprise me. Short travel, somehow just gobbles up everything. Freaking amazing. So just hit the top of the Zen Trail with the Revolver 130. Really liking this bike. But there are two components that are definitely holding it back. I know I beat a dead horse in the last bike that I tested, but this one has the same problem. Pre-up body's just too slow. You know, techie climbs, I have to run a much harder gear. Still trying to get used to that to get up stuff, to be able to maintain any kind of momentum as I roll through things. And then the brakes on this bike, coming down Jacker, definitely were kind of holding me back, but they don't have the power that this bike is capable of. If you're riding this more of like just a cross-country bike, you'd probably be fine, but this bike wants to rip, so they are a little underpowered for what this bike is capable of. Otherwise, love the bike, really comfortable. It kind of makes me question a lot of my preconceived conceptions about what I like. The riding position, it's got it pretty aggressive, drop down, and this is how it came. And they actually recommend where you put that depending on where you want to sit, and adjust the suspension as well. As I mentioned in the last video, I set the fork up to their specifications. Way more air pressure than what I would have normally put, and more than what's on the chart. But so far I love the bike. That fork feels amazing with the amount of pressure in it and the seating position. So they definitely did their homework there and knocks it out of the park. But yeah, otherwise this bike is pretty sweet. Just a couple of weak links, and again, this is the entry level. This is a $3,800 downcountry bike with a very high-end frame. So obviously they had to make some compromises to get the bike down to that price range. And I wouldn't say that either of those things are reasons not to buy this bike, just something to know as you go into it. It might be something you want to upgrade. All right, I struggled on the last couple of techie ups due to the pre-hub engagement and just generally getting used to this bike. Let's see if I can get doy-do heel today. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah. A little bit of speed. Woo. So I just took a few seconds to adjust brake levers because it looked like almost like a Dior master cylinder, maybe a little bit smaller bore, and they have a really long lever on them. Like the way the bike came out of the box, it felt like it was set up for a two-finger braking situation. I've now got it set so my one finger that I always brake with is hitting the end of the lever instead of in the middle. I already tell the difference. Definitely grabbing with a little bit more bite with that extra power from being at the end of the lever. So let's see if we can get up. Elbow. Got it.
What's up? So you think?
Levers are definitely better in the position. Just kind of build note, if you do get one of these, I would go ahead and set it up, make sure that your main finger, your braking finger is hitting the end of that lever. Just gives you that much leverage and power due to it. Definitely helping ton. Alright guys, I just got done riding Zen on the Revolver, the Norco Revolver 130. and want to give a post-ride report. Really impressed with that bike. The two things that I mentioned earlier are the only downsides to the bike. Brakes are a little underpowered. Pushed the levers in, so I was then grabbing at the end of the brake lever. It came set up with that pushed all the way in, and I was grabbing kind of in the middle of the lever. Definitely gave me a whole bunch more power, but they still felt a little underpowered for the bike. But it was a huge improvement. And the free hub body, you know, as I was riding, I was really thinking, it's been so long since I've ridden a mid-level wheel set. I kind of forget how big of a upgrade that can be, especially for really techie riding, which is kind of what this is all about. So I would certainly consider that in your future if you're looking to improve your ability to ride really technical trails. A nice wheel set, you know, carbon hoops, so they're nice and light, and a fast engagement hub can make a huge difference for you. But other than that, bike ripped. Downhill was absolute blast. I'm still blown away at how well that thing goes down and how playful it is. It really just wants to take the downhill and rip. The harder you push it, the better it feels. Did jacker stacker in the dark. Usually the bottom of jacker stacker is a kind of a rough, harsh bottom out. With the way that suspension set up, the fork handles it great. That's a 130 millimeter fork that took the jacker stacker without even thinking about it. It was just probably the smoothest I've ever been down that. So very impressed there. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything that you want me to address in the future videos as we go through testing this bike, or a specific trail you want to see it go down, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in a bit.